Hey everyone, welcome back to the Databank for the characters. I'm going to be reading the Erudition, Himeko, Argenti and Rappa stories today. So first things first, Himeko. I only recently unlocked her. I got really lucky by pulling her from the normal warp, with just the rewards that I get from doing the quests and stuff and the events. The character details go as follow. An adventurous scientist who encountered the Astral Express as a young woman when it got stranded in her home world. Years later, when Himeko finally repaired the Express and began her journey into the stars, she realized that this is only the beginning. On her journey to trailblaze new worlds, she would need many more companions. And while they may have different destinations, they all gaze at the same starry sky. So she's the one that actually repaired the train. Character story part 1. The girl is lost. She can't remember when she became lost. She just walked and walked on and on into the dark night, chasing the sun and moon, over and over again until she falls. She remembers what she looked like as a college freshman, remembers her chosen major, interstellar travel dynamics, and now she's lying face down in the mud. She looks up to the stars and just then sees meteors streaming down. 1, 2, 3, and then more, smaller ones, flickering and flashing ever so finely before a magnificent blaze tore open the night. Her limbs drag her forward, leading her on to where the land meets the ocean. At the shoreline, the water jostle against her like how the tide treats that stranded express, alone and lost. She walks in and sees the scenery outside beginning to change. The express shows her a myriad of magnificent worlds. They are far away beyond her home world, yet also close enough to be a simple train ride. So I think this sentence did not make much sense. She walks in and sees the scenery. I think and sees, it should be here. She walks in and sees the scenery outside beginning to change. It makes more sense grammatically in my opinion, but I could be wrong. It's also kind of why I stuttered reading it. She tries to repair the express. It starts up only briefly, but it is enough to skid across the sky of her home. She immediately sees the path home. From the altitude, the journey is so short, and even the ocean of her home world appears so insignificant. It asked her whether she'd like to travel together. She wonders what kind of journey that would be. A journey to the beginning. Let's go then. Without hesitation, the girl replied, "Just as you brought me home, so would I take you home too." Character story part 2. Himeko has a suitcase. This suitcase is her treasure trove. Previously, she'd filled it with all kinds of train repair tools to fix up the express, but now it's packed with a molecular saw, an escaped satellite, and countless other contraptions. The embodiment of her whims and the proof of her resolute will. No travel companion is more faithful to her than this suitcase. Passengers come and go in the express, and perhaps not even the conductor would be able to accompany her and the express from start to finish. But she doesn't care. She didn't care when that pretentious blonde man left without saying goodbye, just like how she didn't care about her distant homeworld and old friends. She knows that this journey is lonely, even if she could get to know like-minded travel companions, even if they showed her generous grace, even if she could witness the end of a complete journey with those companions. That's all just a momentary fluke. She knows that this journey is lonely. Nobody can follow in the exact same footsteps as anyone else. Nobody can experience for someone else everything that happens along a journey. All she can rely on are her own 2 eyes and feet. That's why she stores inside her suitcase all the sights her eyes have witnessed and all the footprints her feet have left behind. So it's more of like a memory bank type deal. Himeko's memory is very good. The longer the journey gets, the more travel companions she accrues. She can still remember many of them. She remembers her awkward chit-chat with Pom-Pom, and how the first 2 passengers aboard the express were Wild and his blonde friend. She remembers how the taciturn Dan Hang defeated the monsters that can swallow stars with just one strike of his lance. She remembers how March 7th had awoken from her icy slumber, all the outfits she designed for March and what March loves the most. She remembers how the crew arrived at Herta space station, how she met the main character, and how they'd embark on a new journey once more. She remembers the specifications for every single component of the Express and how they're assembled. She remembers when to oil the Express bearings and when each plant on the Express needs watering. She remembers pom-poms, non-negotiable bottom line, and that Weld has rather juvenile hobbies. She remembers that Dan Hang is always pulling all-nighters to organize the Databank, and how much 7 loves to sleep in. She remembers the personality, habits, hobbies, birthdays, and other anniversary days of everyone aboard the Express, and she remembers much, much more. The greatest pleasure for Himeko is that everyone can safely reach their destination on the Express. Traveling always has an endpoint. When it happens, I'll smile and say goodbye to everyone. She always says that, and she'll definitely remember to do that. It's memory that has formed the road she came from, and memory that will eventually return her to the seas from whence she came. So all in all, it sounds like she came from an ocean world, a little bit like was teased at the end of Penacony. Or well, during the story, really near the end. Okay, the story part 4 is unlocked at character level 80. Since I've only recently unlocked her, I don't have her at 80. She's at 60 if I remember correctly, or 70. What a long journey, she says. I've been waiting for so long. Blank looks at her. It wasn't bad luck that has led you down this path, but wanderlust and curiosity. Of course, she smiles, but I've experienced far less than what you've been through. No, I've never experienced the things you have. Blank shakes their head. There are as many routes as there are pairs of feet. Right now we may be standing in the same place, but we harbor different thoughts and views. Together they look up at the stars in silence, and then just then some meteors streaming down. 1, 2, 3, and then more smaller ones, flickering and flashing ever so finely before a magnificent blaze tore open the night. A quiet voice disturbs the still air once more. What do you see? The stars have finished their journey, she says. Blank laughs. I, instead, see that their journey is only just beginning. They do not speak again. Let's go back, they're waiting for me. Blank is silent, then asks, has the journey so far made you happy? She picks up her suitcase and walks back in the direction of the Express without looking back. Same as always. So she doesn't really give an actual explanation if the journey she's embarked on is actually making her happy or not. Next character is Argenti. Sadly, I do not have him leveled up as much. The character details. A paragon knight of the Knights of Beauty, he embodies righteousness and honor, possessing an admirable nobility. As a solitary wanderer in the cosmos, he wholeheartedly embraces the principles of beauty. Upholding the honor of beauty in the universe has been Argenti's sacred duty. From the very beginning, he approached his duty with piety and unwavering conviction. You meet him, I think, during a couple of points, but he does help you out quite a bit. Character story part 1. His hometown was ravaged by war for years, and the memories of his early childhood were tainted by the horrors of bloodshed and relentless shelling. Amidst the chaos, he sought refuge underground and by chance discovered an ocarina beneath a stone tile. With trembling hands, he attempted to coax a melody from the instrument. However, his music proved to be terrible. Yet, the ethereal notes emanating from this ocarina became his sanctuary, a spiritual escape from the harsh reality. Over time, the melodic strains faded into the recesses of his memory, becoming a mysterious and elusive moment. It was only years later, during a bard tour, when he saved a child from the flames of war and received a precious ocarina as a token of gratitude, that the melodies of his past resurfaced. Holding the exquisite instrument in his hands, he examined its flawless and noble craftsmanship. Once again, the melodies of his childhood converged, evoking a flood of emotion and memories. However, his music remained terrible. I'm too clumsy to master this instrument, he murmured in self-deprecation. Yet after a profound moment of contemplation, a resolute courage ignited within him. He resolved to try once more to weave a melody. The music remained unchanged, but this time he laughed wholeheartedly. Despite the terrible music, I love it. I believe it to be beautiful. Carefully stowing away his ocarina, he once again embarked on his journey without hesitation. So the whole shelling thing sounds like a World War situation. That's makes it feel a little weird that he's not using other technology than a sword and shield. Or well, technically just a sword. Well, I apologize for my voice, by the way, I'm still ill. Character story part 2. After leaving his hometown, he became the apprentice of an elderly master. Alongside physical and mental training, he would often listen to his master's tales of bygone eras, stories of transcendent beauty and mystical phenomena witnessed by the minstrels. It was a world bathed in amber, draped in undisturbed stillness, where every being shed tears for the magnificent wonders veiled beneath its surface. Rumor has it that Idrila, after embarking on a journey spanning numerous cycles of 13 amber eras, will make a triumphant return to the universe during the elusive 13th month. Day after day, his master imparted the essence of beauty to him. He learned to go beyond mere poetic recitation and embrace devotion as the embodiment of beauty, truly upholding its philosophy. He understood that beauty was not just a code to follow but a way of life, an existence known as night. However, his master departed from this world and he once again set out on his lonely journey. He contemplated his existence, pondering the nature of his being. Instead of lamenting his solitude, he focused on becoming a true knight. During his stay in an old city, he labored to restore its dilapidated streets. He vanquished nightmarish monsters, and with the arrival of spring, rabbits frolicked once again in the woods. He also briefly found companionship in the presence of another knight, who professed his faith in the blessings of the goddess residing within his armor. To give one's soul requires understanding that each encounter might be one's last, yet retreating is never an option. Carry these words of courage with you, my dear friend. He contemplated on his lens, which bore the strains of countless battles fought in the name of beauty. With solemn reverence, he wiped away each mark, a testament to his tireless odyssey toward the pursuit of beauty. Maybe the wanting to become a true knight made him wear armor and use medieval-style weaponry. Character story part 3. Since embarking on the path of beauty, a path of asceticism, he had faced numerous trials. Some presented themselves as prayers, others as opportunities for repentance, and still others as the seductive whispers of the triple demons. Fearlessly, he confronted these temptations with an unwavering lens and an indomitable spirit. With each victory, his weaknesses, greed, and distractions dissolved into oblivion. He pledged to offer his soul and life at the feet of the Aeon of Beauty. The profane words of the triple demons resembled fragmenting ravings, morphing into manifestations of human desires. They embodied the crass pursuits of personal gain, shameless indulgence in sin, the allure of power, and the enticement of battle and unworthy pleasures. Their aim was to erode repentance and replace it with the banality of common sense. His blood mingled with his flowing locks on the battlefield, with each crimson droplet intertwined with honor. His lance stood resolute at his side, blessed by the divine to retain its everlasting sharpness. The echoes of his esteemed master and comrades transformed into whispers. His spear would never yield, even as his master had succumbed to evil temptations. Drenched in blood, teetering on the precipice of consciousness, he finally discerned a faint murmur that seemed to emanate from the very fabric of existence. You defy infamy. You proclaim glory. You are the Knights of Beauty. With each triumph, you must confront yourselves anew, peering into the depths of your hearts and acknowledging the potential for malevolence. Congratulations, once again you have triumphed in the trial of reflection. So it seems every time that they win something, they have to reflect on themselves to see if they are still worthy, I think? I'm not sure. Part 4. The knights embrace diverse approaches in their pursuit of beauty. Some fervently embodied their beliefs into their final days, while others grappled with assumptions and defied heresies that could lead them into despair. Some adorned themselves in armor and waged battles, while others saw themselves as unworthy, considering themselves the ugly ones, unable to don the robe of beauty. Yet the unchanging truth remained in their collective quest to unravel the enigma of Vidrilla in the vast universe. He vowed to uphold humility, mercy, and justice, remaining steadfast and honoring his oaths along the arduous path. Those freaks! The Knights of Beauty are a bunch of freaks. As rumors of Vidrilla's demise spread through the cosmos, their perplexity deepened. Piety intermingled with doubt, and laughter intertwined with lunacy. Notions of honor, reputation, and infamy dissolved into nothingness. This marked the end of everything. When he finally encounters his former comrade, he found a knight who had become a fanatic, lost in the blind pursuit of power. The former hero who had wielded a legendary weapon and vanquished the Sky Devourer had degenerated into a beast, his armor transformed into the scaly hide of the behemoth he had slain. His weapon had unyielding claws and fangs, and his blood into a vicious and restless flame. His eyes, once filled with wisdom, now burned with untamed wildness. The voice that had once addressed him as "my dear friend" had dwindled to a hissing cry. The words spoken during the trial carried the weight of an impending prophecy, signaling the looming end. Will he himself succumb to the clutches of the omen of evil? It's kind of an ominous ending to it, though. Like, your journey is literally, you go through everything you can, and eventually you'll turn into the monsters that you defeat yourself. That sounds ominous. So, if you guys listened to or know about the thing that happens in Penacony, in the university area, the monkey thing, she is a character that came out at the same time as that. The character details are as follows. A peculiar girl who appears in Penacony like a flashbang at the darkest hour of night, identifying herself as a ninja and attributing everything in the world to ninjutsu, upholding the recitation of ninja mantra, creating dazzling ninja seals, and studying ninja scrolls. That is the way of the ninja, involves rap, graffiti, and manga. Through rigorous self-discipline, she roams the stars, upholding justice and righteousness. As a member of the Galaxy Rangers, she relentlessly pursues the villain known as Evil Ninja Osaru, chasing them to the very edge of the cosmos. I actually enjoyed the character quite a bit. They also changed her character slightly, her design, since she came out, if I can see this correctly. Character Story Part 1. Cosmic Ninjutsu Inscription's Tale of Dazzling Evil Breaker. Trial Note, the Merciless Shuriken. User Dazzling Ninja Hero has logged in, verifying Ninja Landfall. Welcome to your unique ninja game. Trial System. The streets of the ninja capital are shrouded in an eerie green moonlight. Within Osaru's house, foul-smelling mucus seeps from shattered glass jars, accompanied by endless monstrous growls. Trial System. Equipped with the dazzling Brilliant Nungu, bestowed by the Master, you navigate through the relentless acid rain, slicing through the putrid air, dashing toward the heart of Osaru's house. Trial System. The evil ninjas have spotted you, lunging forward while uttering words unfamiliar to you. The test subject is writing, "For God's sake, you broke the expensive devices. Who implanted this virus in her head?" And then Rappa says, "Yeah!" She, just exclaims during most of this. System message. The ninja released the Outlander's collar in her hands. So that's her, the can that you see on her hip. Then she releases another gua. The ninja utilizes the terrain to shake off the evil ninjas. Dai Hania Buddha above. The ninja's HP has dropped to an alarming level. A crisis. The ninja has broken through the encirclement. The ninja has reached the top of the ninja capital. The radiance from the ninja has illuminated this corrupted city. Scoundrels, prepare to recite your final rhymes. Ninjutsu secret technique, dazzling obliteration. The Osaru's house's matrix crumbles like snowflakes as you finally push open the gates of the ninja capital. But to your disappointment, the culprit evil ninja Osaru is nowhere to be found beyond the door. You realize that the world outside the ninja capital is large, so large that it frightens you. You look back and silently make up your mind. Choose. Move forward or step back. The ninja has 5 seconds to make their choice. 5, 4... The ninja chose to move forward. Great land above, there is no turning back for the ninja. Besides, no one can say no to heroic adventure of saving the world. Now write your own tale of dazzling evilbreaker. System message. User dazzling ninja hero has gained 10,000 XP and obtained a demon bait battle blade that provides a great attack boost. So this sounds a bit like the old text games. Try note a ninja's big heart. So it's again dazzling ninja logging in to the game. The trial system. After destroying the evil matrix of Osaru's house, you vowed to take down evil ninja Osaru. You're traveling through an unfamiliar village and save a traveler who is being chased by a combat ape. Turns out the traveler is actually an archiver who used to be working for Osaru. Obviously, evil ninja Osaru intends to silence him for good. The archiver says, "How ironic, I didn't expect you to save me. Still sticking to your ninja thing, huh? It's just a mimetic virus, you know. Super humanoid, ninja, or rangers, every future open to you was decided by someone else. You'll never return to the real world." System message. The ninja is pondering the archiver's words. Great land above, the ninja's morale begins to drop. Yikes! The harsh truth stings, yet you've known it for a long time. You simply didn't want to face it. But at this moment you must make your choice. The evil ninja henchmen are approaching. Will you save this ungrateful man who is repaying your kindness with sarcasm? Your decision. Save him. Trial system. The path to my future knows no bounds. The evil ninja is nothing but fleeting footprints, and to hunt for justice is my only choice. You chant the ninja mantra and easily eliminate the incoming evil monkeys. You no longer care whether your title as ninja is true, because you know everything you did came from genuine feelings. The second choice. Ignore him. An evil ninja, wicked words are nothing but nonsense. You brush aside his sarcastic remarks, but the monkeys chasing you are getting under your skin. Ignoring him, you take down all the pursuing enemies. The ninja has decided to save a life. The ninja's morale is rising rapidly. System message. User dazzling ninja has gained 20,000 XP and obtained ninja soul, which raises the maximum morale. You no longer doubt yourself, even dismissing the nonsense intended to judge you. They all say you're pathetic, but indulging in your own delusions. But are they truly any different? So it seems like she's stuck in this video game and she's trying to break out. The trial note for Character Story Part 3 is called What Way is the Way of the Ninja Hero? This is your 33rd battle since you became the Dazzling Ninja. You have been chasing after evil ninja Osaru and liberating world after world from his evil grasp. You gaze at the cellar that you exploded. The sunlight is piercing through the hole in the wall. The spring breeze pouring into this vast cavern for the first time. Before you lies a firearm village that has been ensnared by evil ninja Osaru's deceit for 2 decades. The inhabitants dwelling underground believe that the surface world is engulfed in endless wars, willingly regressing themselves into tools manufacturing weapons. Yeah, but you know perfectly well what the locals really think. They rely on that lie of endless wars to build a facade of happiness and fulfillment within themselves. As a result, they are skeptical of the future. Local residents say, "When we believed that the war of the first surface hadn't ended, yet we were able to live here peacefully, holding weddings and funerals in safety, we felt happy because we were enjoying a rare happiness in these troubled days. When we were told that the army on the surface needed the weapons manufactured underground to win the war, we similarly felt happy because we had value as humans." What? You say the war had long ended, and that everything was alive from those arms dealers. If that is true, what's the meaning of everything we gave in the last 20 years? System message. The ninja is being questioned by a local resident who has been kept in the dark. The ninja's morale is slowly declining. However, this is simply one of the many worlds crippled by the tyranny of evil ninja Osaru. If you leave them unattended, they and their future generations will suffer more anguish than the experiments, just like you once did. What would you do now? Your decision. Option 1. Stay true to your way of the ninja. The way of the ninja is a sacred oath to vanquish evil and uphold justice. To cleanse this world of all corruption is the heaven that I aspire to. Using your karate skills, you smash down another wall to the dungeon, letting more sunlight flood in. Some people retreat, seeking shelter in the darkness, while others muster their courage and step into the light. Or option 2. Leave them be. You choose to respect their beliefs, refraining from arguing about the truth and leave in sorrow. By the way, you uproot all the evil ninja arms dealers above ground. You believe that as the walls have been torn down, one day they will be drawn to the sunlight once more. The ninja has decided to stay true to the way of the ninja. User has gained 30,000 XP and obtained the way of the dazzling ninja, which increases maximum toughness. The new generations of the village, once an arms dealing producing center, are adapted to the real world at an amazing rate. You are relieved to see them grow up carefree and lead happy lives. Congratulations, you have freed another village from evil, but the rate of your traveling salvation is far slower than the havoc wrought by evil ninja Osaru on the universe. You can't afford to take a breather. Where will you go next? So, all of her skills and things that I think her character has are being unlocked by these little video games. Part 4, the trial note says, the beginning and the future. Voila, limited time quest. To your surprise, you find yourself in the singularity of the universe, experiencing another life in a parallel world, if I were not a ninja hero. When you were young, you did not consume the secret pill containing excessive ninja power or suffer from the lightning release ninjutsu, and now your mind is no longer restrained by the mimetic virus. If you weren't a ninja hero, who would you become? And what different life would you have? I don't know, I've never thought about this. Sure enough, eradicating evil and promoting the way of the ninja have been etched into your flesh and become your breath, therefore I'll offer you some choices. Decision 1. Shonen manga artists. Drawing has been a hobby of yours since childhood. As you read various manga, you become attracted to the brilliant colors and exciting stories. You wanted to create characters and stories that were equally thrilling. Fueled by your passion, you became a popular manga artist. 2. Rebellious rapper. You lived in an institute full of pedants who spoke in archaic turns and overly pretentious rhetoric. Their reserved, grammatically rigorous style and their fawning on authority bored you with their language full of falsehoods. You composed your own truths into song and became a rebellious singer. Or option 3. Martial arts instructor. You were born with superior physical qualities and focused on the mental stimulation brought about by physical exercise. You became a martial arts instructor, a master of cosmic karate. You are at a loss when faced with these various possibilities of what your life could have been. And these possibilities were not driven by hatred or responsibility, and you no longer need to distinguish good from evil. All you need to do is embrace a life of your choice. If there were such choices and possibilities, would you still want to be a ninja? In this stage, the ninja will have enough time to make a choice. Game paused. She removes her goggles and looks down, lost in thought. That question posed to me in the Garden of Zen Collection's super illusionary realm is indeed interesting. If I hadn't embarked on my dazzling way of the ninja. The fake blueprint sends her into a brief reverie, but she quickly snaps out of it. But unless all the evil is eliminated from the world, that grand vision will remain nothing but a rootless imagination. The stars rise in the sky, and the ninja here must not allow any distractions until the hunt is complete. Compared to the hunt, everything else is insignificant. The dazzling ninja hero lowers her head and leaps toward her final trial without a trace of hesitation. Saving game. User has temporarily left the game. So maybe this is where she actually breaks free. The Garden of Zen Collection refers to the Garden of Recollection. I think maybe this was supposed to break her free, where somebody interfered with the game and actually gave her options to try and break her free from the control. So, for the next one, I've already read Herta, I think. I'm going to check again. If not, I will read Herta again, but I will for sure read, the Herta I've already read for sure. I'm going to read Herta and Serval and I think Xingjue. If I see that there's then 2 characters left, I might make a shorter video with just those 2 characters. Because then I don't have to break other parts up, since this is also 333, 3332, and this is like 4 characters, so I might do all 4 of preservation together at one point. I'm like looking. I might read it together with the main character. Actually, I've already done it, didn't I? I think I've already read the main character, I'm not sure. I'm going to check, but maybe the main character, since she's now stuck in remembrance, her story is like... Yeah, I think I'll read the main character together with them then. With the Herta and Serval storylines. Since the main character is stuck in remembrance, I don't remember reading her story out yet. I'm going to check just to make sure. But for sure, Herta and Serval will be read in the next part. So, thank you for being here. I'm sorry for my voice, I'm still ill. I've got the flu, it's been going around lately. But I'm not letting it take me down. I did hear that there might be some big money issues coming up. I'm going to talk more about it on my Patreon. But if people are willing to actually help me out, please subscribe to my Patreon. It actually allows me to buy food at the end of the month sometimes because of how expensive life is lately. But I'll make a video for everyone to be able to see when it's not paid or hidden behind a paywall, that it kind of explains the situation that I live in right now. Either way, thank you for being here though. I'm sorry for my voice again. I hope you guys have a nice day, evening, night, or morning, whatever time of day it is for you, and I hope to see you guys next time.